Hello everybody, this is JackB1024 and welcome to episode 41 of our Dynamic Factory Let's Play series. Between the episodes I got rid of the copper furnace area here, so all we've got left are some roboports and the big electric poles letting power go through to everywhere. What else has been done? A bunch of time's been spent just crafting everything, so you can see we've got some gun turrets crafted, we've got we should have a bunch of grenades crafted, we should have a bunch, no military science crafted yet. Do we have red ammo yet? Doesn't appear to be. We need more steel for that, and steel is also getting crafted. But one thing I did notice, and it's the next thing we're going to be working on, is that our mines are all getting to become quite depleted. So the iron mine, I moved all our miners from, well, this open area here, which has no ore in it anymore. I've moved them all to the east. But if we look at our coal mine, we've got, what's that, 8,000, 10,000, like 60,000 coal ore left in this coal mine before it's completely exhausted. So what we're going to be doing, I was thinking we could either go and set up a mine up here, because this has 1.5 million, or I saw this bot down here with almost 3 million. That's nice and close as well, so we could get our trains to come off this way. Now, would we make our station at the bottom or the top or the side? If we put our station at the bottom, we could kind of copy one of these station layouts, just the top one wouldn't be connected to anything. Well, we can put it at the top and do that as well. Well, we'll put it on one side, we'll decide. I think actually at the bottom, because if we come off from the north, we head west, go down south, then back east, and we can, down here is where our station is. We can just copy one of these because it's in the same direction. If our station was in the other direction, then, you know, where our connection to the station is on the other side. So I think that's what we're going to be working on this episode, is getting this set up. And while this all gets set up, we can let... Just notice there's a lot of robots here that want to get charged, so I'll give them a few more places to go to. And while that's all running, our trains will be busy, you know, producing more stuff. All our trains are now pretty full of fuel, 150, 100, but you've got solid fuel and you're also 150, so that's all good. The other thing that's still bottlenecking us, I think, is our iron ore production. Is just not high enough. We could probably do with some more iron plate, another iron furnace area. Just because, yeah, we need so many iron plates, especially for our steel plates. So I think if we get rid of those trees, get rid of those trees, that's probably a good size for our coal mine. So we can run this across. Want this going downwards. Yep. And we can run this one. That might have been a bit too far. That way. It's in line, yep. So we run to about there, then down. Now let's get this in the right direction. And across. There we go. So this should be a good railway track around our mine. Now I'm going to actually manually build a few little bits and pieces. We want to get that piece up, so I can just put a signal. Yep, that should be fine. And I want another piece up here with a signal in it. And really would want a combo signal in this one. Though, if a train's going to be stopping, it'll either be stopping and blocking there, or it can stop here and block this spot. It's kind of both blocking the same area. Our lab research is done. I was looking at mining productivity. That does require blue science, which is what I thought. We can go with another speed. Or, yeah, I'm thinking I'll just leave it for the moment. There's nothing there that super interests me right now. Do we have... We do have some more miners. So... let's mine chests. Yeah. We don't actually need to put the train track down just yet. We know how large trains are. So, let's line it up. So we'll go 1, 2, I think that's in the right spot. Yeah, that looks right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gap of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just... Yep. Blueprint all of that. And put it there. Put these down and we'll just get everything connected in. Actually, I should have got, do we want a copy of this circuit here, or do we want a copy of this circuit here, including the, better method? Yeah, I'll go with this one here. Because we want to have the better way of determining how many items we have. Yep, this one. So now it should just be a simple case of just lining this up. And it looks like this is off by 1. Okay. But I don't have a nice way of telling exactly where. I need to remove everything. That's a bit annoying. Actually, if I get rid of all of these, I can just do that, and then where they're missing is where we have to get rid of them. There we go. So there we go, there's the entrance to our station. Not sure why some of these are blue, but most of them are yellow. Oh no, that's right, actually I don't know why. It's kind of a bit odd. I guess because they were from before. Well, that looks like that is them all set up. So now we use these. We get a transport belt line that'll just go straight here. That's better. That can go there. want these lines to go down. Do I normally use... yeah, okay, I'll do it that way. I was trying to think if I have the underneath these on the returning line or on the sending lines. It's on the returning line is what I normally do, so just put these here and give it a medium electric pole so it's got a better coverage. There we go. So we're just bringing down our lines here. Keep having stuff being in the way. There we go. Except I think now, there, that has everything connected, I believe. I should get the bots to bring in these miners, because they are in our logistics network, and so that way I don't have to worry about running out of them in my own inventory. Though, if I actually make this bank here, what I can then do is I can make a blueprint of this, and I'll use that blueprint for the other lanes. Okay, now let's actually find if there is a nice place we can put these where they're not going to constantly be in our way. If we put that there, put our medium electric pole there, and then we bring these three down. And just get rid of them. Okay, so the next step is we need 6 lots of these. We can put this, where's a good spot for this? Maybe there. And 2 more banks to go. So 1 there, 1 there. Does mean that the first bank is a bit low on the number of miners it has feeding into it. But actually this first bank here is kind of a bit pointless here because it like instantly gets fed to our feedback line. So I'll actually probably make a 7th bank at the back here. And what we will do, put a bank there. That one can go that way. This can go here. And feed it there. And there, so we've got basically 6 banks that have pretty... Oh, I totally forgot energy. How do they line up so nicely if there's no energy? Don't they normally... Let's have a look at this. Normally I have to move them across by 1. Okay, let's see if there's a way I can do this without having to do that. We use the deconstruction planners just to get rid of it all. Probably just need to get rid of the miners. Because these actually have 1 more square around them, I'm hoping I can use that to my advantage and use medium electric poles to basically power a bunch of them like that. Yeah, that's how I want it set up. Yeah, we'll put another one on the end, why not? So we'll just lay down all these, and that should be... Yeah, we don't need any there. And that should be our coal mine mostly set up. We then just need to add our circuit network, and with that, we should have another 3 million almost coal able to be mined. Of course, we'd have to move them around to get the whole 3 million. This is pretty good coverage on it though. It's close to the 3 million. So I need the 4th carriage to be the one that's there. So this has to go here. So we've got our 2 locomotives, our 2 fluid wagons, and then all our normal wagons. That should be all fine. Now, next thing we'll need is we will need like this part of the circuit. Is there a nice way for me to get that? We don't need those two. Let's have a look at what we have. Could grab that. Be nice to have just a single set for our mines. Let me see what we've got here. Yep, so we don't need these. I don't think they're useful. We need that one. Don't think we need this line here. Pretty sure that's all with the previous one. Which means we don't need that, that. Where do you connect to? You connect through to that one, I think. We'll leave that one there just in case. I believe that should be, therefore, the circuit we need to send off our request. Now, where can we place this? Could place it here. Is that in the way of anything? Would that get confusing having it there? I could flip it upside down, place it here. That should make... it's not the best place for it either. I think this might be the best way to place it. Yeah, I'm going to place it there. And I'm going to get rid of a bunch more trees. Okay, so that should be our coal mine slowly coming online now. What else do we need to do? We need to number this station, so let's do that now. So 0, 0, what am I up to? 57. Mine unloader. I've decided to start shortening the names. I started getting a bit annoying writing them in, so I think red, green, and military science military science I shortened. Otherwise, I've used a P for production, L for loader, and did I use an F for furnace? No, I haven't done that one yet. So I'm thinking F, that's not a great acronym now that I just was about to say that out loud. Well, we'll have furnace unloaders, and we will have production unloaders and furnace loaders. But that's our 47. Let's just do our normal calculation of 47 times 128. And that gets me the number that I'm going to have to use to set up this station. This doesn't have the constant combinator, so I'll have to add that in. But that's fine. That's easy enough to do. And it looks like, yep, our new coal ores, our new chest for the coal ore is already set up all correctly and is working as expected. So the next thing we need to do is just wait for the construction robots to create those combinators, set that up. So I think I will actually put a break in here. Have we really been recording for that long? That doesn't seem right. Well, I'll put a break in here and I'll come back once all of these circuit combinators are set up, and we'll go from there. And there we go, all our combinators are set up. I did realize that this is a unloading station, which means it actually has to go somewhere once the train has arrived here and filled up. So because of that, we actually need to have this circuit, which is the circuit you get from here, which is the one that gets a train number, figures out which wagons to fill up and which station to go to next. So with that, that means we now have, here is our one line here, and here is our two line that we need to connect in. So we'll just connect this over here, and we've hooked into our two line, and with our one line here, I'll put this one here, and this should be us hooked into the one line. Oop. No, what did I do? Oh, I hooked them two together. Okay, so that's our one line hooked in, that's our two line hooked in. Let's just make sure the one is hooked correctly. That looks fine. So, as normal, I've disconnected this red line here. So once we connect this, we should get our request sent off, and this should be a supply at this station. But before we do that, we will want to add this station to the list of stations a train can go to. They want to come here until they are inactive and we have the circuit condition. Save that as that line, go to rules, go to the end. This wants to get a signal number next, save it as the line again. Inactivity and go, yep, that's all good. So now we should just be able to connect these two. That flashed, and where are you off to? Are you already on your way? No, where are you off to? Okay, you're going to a furnace unloader. 966,000, cool. It is there where we expected it. So that's our coal mine set up. Just thinking if I will put a break here and come back when our military science is done, or we'll do that next episode at the very start. I think I will put a break in here and we'll be back with military science done. See you soon. And I'm back, and we have some military science being produced. Now, the ingredients for this military science didn't actually all arrive here by train. The grenades did, but I've noticed a few bottlenecks that we're going to have to fix before we can more reliably produce this military science. And so I thought, just to finish off this episode, I would go off, I would grab the steel from here and move it up to our piercing ammo production area. And then I'd grab that and move that down. And I also moved across the gun turrets. So I think, yeah, you can still see the gun turrets on this line here. That's just the number that I moved. And here's the end of the piercing ammo. Now, if we look at our tech that we want to research next, which is our laser turrets. Once I find them, yep. So we need 800 military science packs. We get 2 science packs for each recipe. So we need this recipe to run 400 times, which is about the amount of our piercing ammo that we have over here. We might have a bit more ammo. So what I'm hoping for is that all of this can be consumed before the next hour mark, where our recipe will change and we don't have the ingredients to make the military packs for another hour until it changes again. Oh, that's right, they're in here. So I'll just put some chests over here. There we go. Just let them go back on the line again. Actually, I should put them all on the same side so they line up just on one side. but no, that'll do. So let's see how we're going for our science. We're at 318, so we're about halfway there with the amount that we need. So once we have all that we need, I'll just move it over and we can get the science started on our laser turrets. Now the two bottlenecks that I've noticed. The first one involves our iron ore production. This mine is fine, except we're going to have to move some miners. But otherwise, this mine appears to be able to generate enough iron ore that it can satisfy our two iron furnaces that I have over here. And the issue is, these two iron furnaces aren't enough to satisfy our iron ore our iron plate needs. We actually need more furnaces, because one of these furnaces can be used just to make steel plates. And then we have, we have so many ingredients that need iron plates. We have, the yellow ammo needs it. We have iron gears that need it. We have transport belts that need it. We have, so much stuff needs it. It's just, even with two furnaces, we do not have enough iron plate production. So that's one of the things I want to do. And so I probably want to get this iron ore mine, or possibly even this one once we have the laser turrets. This one might need us to clear out a few biter nests too. But once we've cleared them out, we can get this iron ore mine and we can get a second iron ore mine in. We can probably fit 2 furnace bays down here. I think we will actually go past our oil fields, so we don't have to worry about it being in our way, and we can get 2 more iron furnaces online. The other thing that's bottlenecking us is, if we look over here, we can see there's currently 6 things that are waiting for trains to be able to deliver it. I put in a manual request for the gun turrets and the steel bars. I put them in, I'd say like an hour and a half ago, and they haven't even been serviced yet, just because we don't have enough trains on our network. We have enough goods being produced that once one of our trains gets back, there's already a new order for it to go to. So what I want to do is I want to support more than 3 trains. Now, we only support 3 trains with this layout, so we're going to have to change the layout to one that can support a lot more trains. And we're also going to have to change maybe this. This supports 6 trains with our memory cells. Once we get more than 6, we won't be able to send off the 7th until one of the 6 have reached their destination. If I'm just remembering how this all works perfectly, that's how that is going to be limited. So I think we get up 6 trains, that'll be twice the number we have at the moment, which should help us be able to actually meet all of these request demands, and we should be back ahead again. How are we going for science? We have 679. So it really is just a question of if we will get the last, 100 produced before the hour ticks over. Now, I don't have... Is it Evo GUI, I think is the mod that gives you the GUI up here that tells you actually how many hours you've been playing and all that. So I don't actually know how long it is until the next hour tick where all our science changes. So I believe it's fairly close to now. But yeah, we just need 50 more science. We might even have 50 science on the belt. Let's see, that's probably like 10, 20, 30, 40. This might be our 50 coming across here. So it looks like we will actually have the 800 military science. So I think that's going to be the start of next episode, and then we're going to probably work on getting the more trains on the line first. I think that's our bigger demand at the moment, is just to have more trains on the line. And then we'll have to think about getting our second iron ore station up and running. But otherwise, this is Jack B1024 signing off. I will see you tomorrow.